and I'm just going to place there in the middle, lift that up and stick the other one over the back of it on there. So that's the outside. Now I'm going to stick this down to the page, so ATG on the back, one in the middle. Let's bring our book back over, just turn it around and make sure it faces the right way, and stick it down. Just try and centre it as well. And then that opens that way. And then for the inside, I've used another one of the embellishments from the sheet that's enclosed with the kit, and I'm going to stick that one up there. So I'm just going to put some ATG tape on the back of that. I've got quite good at going around in circles like this. Let's see if I can do it on here. Ooh. It's very sticky. And the squeak's back. Okay, I'm just going to stick that there. And then I've got a pocket to fit down here. And that is the holly berries, and it is 5 inches wide by 4 inches high. And then I've used the ornate on the edge die. You can see that. And the spiky edge, just to cut the top of the pocket to give it some detail. Inked it all around, so let's just take the tape off the back. I wrote myself a reminder of which paper it was on the back of here. Pull that off, and then that just fits over there like that to form a nice pocket again. Okay, so let's close that one up and open it up. So the last page to finish is this one here, and for that one let me take you through what we've got. So we've got a 5x6 piece of ornamental paper, the red spots, and then for the pocket that sits this side, a 2 inch by 6 inch piece. I've rounded the corners on both and inked them, and I'm going to stick that down. Let's just move that. There's my foam tape attached. Squeak, squeak. I think this tape's going to run out. We'll just do one more. Yep. Okay. And that one's going to stick on here. And then I'm just going to put the thin 3mm tape around the 2 short sides and the edge, long edge, to stick that one down. So I've put the tape on the back. Let's just peel the backing strips off. It's a bit fiddly. And then I'm just going to stick that over that side of the paper. With the opening towards the inside. And then onto that I stuck Santa, the letters from the embellishment sheet. So let's just place them. Again, I'm trying to do this upside down, so I'm just going to stick those down the right way up, and then I'll show you how I've placed those. So I've stuck them all down just with some wet glue, and that's ready for the tag now. So all that's left to do now is just to cover the inside, and I've done that by cutting just a 6 by 6, but I think you could cut 6 1/8 by 6 1/8, and that would fit really well, just to hide all of the inside edges from the side flaps. So I'm just going to put some ATG glue on that and stick that down. Or you could cover it with paper if you wanted to. But I really like the Father Christmas that came in this paper collection. It's really oldie worldy, and so I used him at the back. So I covered that with the black card. Let's just centre it up. Towards the top. And then I've cut out the Father Christmas and inked him around the edges, and he's going to sit down there at the bottom. So let's glue him and stick him on. Okay, I've glued the back of him, and now I'm just going to stick him down. Work from the middle outwards so I don't get any bumps, and then up round his hat and the holly. Stick his pipe down. And there he is. So folding it up, 2 side flaps go in first, and the 2 outer side flaps, and then the bottom folds up and the top folds down, and the magnet holds it all together. And then if you turn over, you'll find that you've got some of the edges from the flaps on the back as well, and what I did was cover those with another piece of paper. So I'm just going to stick that on. Again, I've rounded the corners and inked the edges. I've cut mine at 6 inches, but if you wanted to cut at 6 1/4 by 6 1/4, that will fit. Oh no, the tape's run out. So let's just finish off with some glue here. I should have checked that actually. Got carried away, as you do. A little bit in the middle, that stops it rising away from the card underneath. Ooh. A few white bobbly bits, I'll just file the edges. And let's stick that down. Central as I can, and that finishes it off. Okay, so let's put the holly on the front. And then to finish off on the front, I've just put the 'Tis the Season cut out, and then the holly leaves. Use both of the holly leaves from the embellishment sheet. Let me just trim that. I put some double-sided tape on the back of them, the foam tape, just to raise them up, and I've put lime stickles around the edge and then just inked them with the I can't can't think what it's called, Vintage Photo. So let's just stick those down. Actually, if you're going to stick them on and they're going to stick out, then you just need to ink the back so that you don't get the white back showing. So let's put that one on there, and that one's going to go over there, so just ink that bottom edge. Take the backing of the tape off and stick that one down there too. And then I've done the same with the holly berries from the embellishment sheet. I've put some double-sided tape on the back of that. It's the 1mm foam tape, and then I'm just going to place those. Actually, that one I'll just ink before I put it down. Just on top of the holly leaves. There's 3 berries. I've used cinnamon stickles on this. I think that's my favourite red one. And that just finishes it off. The nice thing about the papers in this collection is every sheet has got a really nice strip at the bottom on the title strip, and that strip fits quite neatly down the side of the box. You can see there. So I'm just going to put a couple of green strips down either side and a red one at the top, and then that finishes off the box. So when we come back, I'll take you through each of the tags that I made to go in the pockets, just to finish it off completely. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you shortly.